Arthur Murray's has been teaching people to dance for over 100 years. What's the secret to our success? We're not just great dancers, we're also great teachers. And one of the main ingredients to that is our unit system. Learn about it tonight on the Ballroom Beat.
Cha-cha on the ballroom beat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cha-cha on the ballroom beat. You got two left feet. Get on the ballroom beat. They're dancing in the street. They're on the ballroom beat. We can tango, we can swing, we can do anything. Walking through the door and waltz on the floor. You wanna feel the heat? Get on the ballroom beat. Cha-cha on the ballroom beat. Foxtrot on the ballroom beat. Salsa on the ballroom beat. Cha-cha on the ballroom beat.
Good evening and welcome to On the Ballroom Beat. I'm your host, Lania Berger, and tonight we're going to be talking about the Arthur Murray unit system, kind of giving you a better idea of what it is, how it works, and how you as an Arthur Murray student can be getting the most out of your dance program at Arthur Murray. So let's start by just talking a little bit about what a unit is. So a unit is comprised of three different very important pieces. Of course, we have your private lessons, we also have your group classes, and we have your practice lessons, practice parties as well. Now, using these three important pieces and putting them together are what help to make sure that all of our students are able to achieve their personal goals and become the great dancers that they want to be. So let's talk about each individual piece. We're going to start with private lessons. So in our private lessons, you have the individual attention of an Arthur Murray professional. This is so important because it allows you to move at your very own pace and to work on the things that are most important to you in achieving your dancing goals. Now, private lessons are really the meat and potatoes of your program. They're where you're going to learn the most material and where you're going to really get into the details, the fine details that are going to make you the dancer that you want to be. Now, different studios use the unit system in different ways. At our studio in Palm Harbor, any week that you have a private lesson, the group classes and the practice parties are unlimited and complimentary. So it's very important to have that consistency in the private lessons, but also to take advantage of the groups and parties. If you are getting ready for your wedding and you have a first dance that you need to prepare for, private lessons are the perfect place to do that. To work on your choreography individually is so, so important, and to have the attention of just that one instructor makes it possible to have such a personalized experience. We also find that students who want to work on certain techniques that are going to not improve just what they're doing, but how they're doing it, make them stand out on a dance floor, feel confident, feel comfortable. These are great things to be working on in private lessons. And of course, just basic dancing in general. This is going to be really different than, let's say, just a YouTube video where you're watching and learning, because when you're working with an Arthur Murray professional, they're going to make sure that you're practicing everything just right, that you're not making bad habits, because as we know, repetition is what creates muscle memory. And we want to make sure, especially when we're learning a new physical skill, that what we're repeating is being done correctly so that we make a good muscle memory, not something that we want to go back and undo. So again, unlike a YouTube video, when you have an instructor who's hands-on with you, really feeling the way that you're dancing, understanding your movement and your motions, they're able to make corrections right there on the spot so that you have the most effective way of learning and becoming the best dancer possible. At Arthur Murray Palm Harbor, our students are all team taught, which means that they do work one-on-one with an instructor, but they work with the entire team of instructors at Arthur Murray Palm Harbor, and we've got a great picture of the team. We really have a fantastic teaching team at Arthur Murray Palm Harbor. Our instructors are just the highest level, really, really fantastic dancers with great, great backgrounds, all sorts of accolades to their names. Katerina was on Dancing with the Stars in Italy. Misha was one of the top 50 dancers in the world. David, our dance director, certified all the way through the full silver in the Arthur Murray system. Just incredible, incredible teachers to work with. And our students work with each and every one of them. And that's what makes them such great dancers. They get a little bit from each one. Let's take a closer look now at what private lessons are all about. We certainly find that private lessons are the quickest way to get good at dancing. They are the most efficient, the most effective, and they produce the best dancers in the shortest amount of time. However, if you only ever study on a private lesson, it's going to be tricky for you to get out on a social dance floor. It's also going to be very tricky for you to be able to connect and lead and follow other dancers. Why? Well, Arthur Murray professionals have been doing this a long time. They've danced with all sorts of different people, and they are the best leaders and followers out there. Unfortunately, you're not going to find this out socially. So to be able to reach your goals, to get out there on any dance floor and have a good time, it's important to incorporate group classes. Group classes are the perfect way to get really comfortable with lead and follow, dancing with other partners, and being able to adapt better to a social dance floor. At Arthur Murray in Palm Harbor, we offer group classes every day, sometimes multiple times a day, and we really encourage our students to take advantage of them. Like I said, at our studio, as long as you have a private lesson during the week, those groups are unlimited and complimentary, and we want our students to come to as many as possible. Why? Because we know that the students who attend the most group classes have the best results. And students with good results and great progress in their dancing are happy students, and we love having happy students. So it is encouraged to really take part in all those group classes. And you can try out new dance styles with them. I think sometimes students are afraid to try something that they've never done before in group, but it's the perfect place to do it because the teachers are always going to start with the basic. They're going to make sure that you're nice and comfortable with it. And it's going to teach you some brand new skills, but also some skills that are the same across the board. Lead and follow, connection, musicality, timing, rhythm. These are all things that we learn in every single dance style. And so if you can incorporate different styles into your repertoire, it's going to make you an even stronger, better dancer. And also by switching partners, this is going to make you much stronger at lead and follow. We all know that the more partners we dance with, the better we become at leading and following in our dancing. It's part of why Arthur Murray teachers are so fantastic. I mean, if you think about the number of partners that we dance with on a daily basis, it's incredible. Getting that exposure, learning to adapt to all of those different styles, all of those different techniques, that makes a really great leader and follower. Additionally, it's also great for the mind because those split-second decisions and being able to adapt to different partners is what creates new synapses in the brain. It avoids dementia and Alzheimer's and all those types of things and keeps your mind nice and sharp and active. Now, some of our couples will sometimes not attend a group class if their spouse can't attend. I should mention that Arthur Murray Dance Studios are certainly friendly to singles and couples. In fact, I think we have more singles than we do couples. But when your spouse can't attend a group class, you should come anyway. Ladies have different things to learn than gentlemen do. And so sometimes taking that time to just focus on exactly what you need is going to help the partnership overall. So again, if the dance is new, if your spouse can't come, these aren't excuses to skip your group classes. Still come. It's so much fun, and it's going to help you in your private lessons to learn even more faster. That's right. Your private lessons become more effective, more efficient when you're coming to a lot of group classes. Think about it this way. If you learn something brand new in the group class, let's say in Cha-Cha, and you've been studying Cha-Cha with your teacher, when you go back to your next private lesson, they don't have to teach you the actual pattern. They just have to add technique to it, teach you how to incorporate it, give you some different ideas on how to make it a little bit different or create a variation from it. So you get to go into all these other little details instead of just learning where to put your feet, A, B, C kind of stuff. That's really exciting. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at group classes. Now again, group classes are tremendous fun. They're a great way to meet people. They're a great way to learn new steps, make your learning process go even faster. But just doing group classes exclusively, not a good way to learn. You certainly can form bad habits, and you're going to learn at a much slower pace because it's not personalized just for you. Let me tell you a quick story before we head to break. So we had this couple that had, they weren't students of Arthur Murray's. They came to check us out. They had been studying at group classes exclusively for 16 years, not at an Arthur Murray, at an independent somewhere. When they came in, they said that they were silver level dancers and that they'd been studying for 16 years. They saw one of our couples on the floor and they were amazed. They're beautiful dancers. Wow, they're fantastic. Are they silver level too? We said, no, those are some of our associate bronze students. They've been with us for about 4 months now, and we're very proud of the progress they've made. Well, this couple was just astounded because in 4 months, that couple had gotten further than they did in 16 years of just group classes. They decided to give the Arthur Murray system a try. I'm sure you know the rest of the story. They were so impressed at just how much more they learned using our system of learning, how much better they got, how much faster it was, that they felt like, oh, I wish we had just, come to Arthur Murray in the first place. So anyway, these two work together hand in hand, privates and groups, but of course there's a third piece to this puzzle that we're going to talk about after the break, and those are the practice parties. So don't go anywhere. Practice parties are coming your way right after the break.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day, and everything's going your way. And you wanna make it last forever. We'll keep it together, 'cause it keeps getting better. Whoa, whoa.
Ever need a doctor after hours? Well, searching won't help. But what do? You could go to the urgent care or ER, but if only there was a better way. Introducing the MNO Plus card. No waiting rooms, no copay, no consultation fee, giving you 24/7 access to a doctor by phone or online. It's easy to get started with affordable plans starting at $15 a month for a family of 5. For more information, visit mnoplus.com today.
Welcome back to On the Ballroom Beat. I'm your host, Lania Berger, and today we're talking about the Arthur Murray unit system and how using all 3 pieces of the unit system are going to make you the best dancer possible. We already spoke about private lessons and group lessons, and now we're going to talk about practice parties. These are tremendous fun. Basically, a practice party is like a wedding reception without the bride and groom. The lights go down, the music goes up, and the music is constantly changing just like it would in a real social situation. Now, this is fantastic for you because it helps you to start to learn about music recognition. And a really important piece of social dancing is being able to go out, hear the music, and know what dance style to use on the dance floor. The best way to learn this is through practice parties. At the practice parties, all of the Arthur Murray professionals are there to help you. So they're answering questions and guiding you to make sure that you're starting to learn the right things to do in social situations when you're out there on the dance floor. They're teaching you the different rules of the road with line of dance and where to stand on the dance floor if you're a new dancer and where to stand if you're an experienced dancer. These are all really important things that get learned at the practice parties. Now, practice parties, like groups, can be done at different paces, right? The private lessons are exactly what you need for exactly, that moment in time. Groups and practice parties, sometimes you're going to dance with a dancer who's a little more advanced than you, sometimes a little less advanced than you. Sometimes in the group classes, you're going to be learning a step you've already learned. These are perfect opportunities for you to really practice that repetition that creates muscle memory, to work on new techniques to improve the how you're doing rather than just worrying about what you're doing. So practice parties are fantastic for that. I also want to mention too that those group classes that give us the wonderful balance and posture and poise, a great place to start implementing it is in a practice party when you have a crowded dance floor and you've got to be adjusting according to what's going on that floor. Now, students who don't attend practice parties are not going to have the same ease on a social dance floor because in a private lesson bubble or even an organized group class, you don't have the same rules of the road. So if you think about driver's ed, if you only ever learned in the classroom, obviously you would not be that good out on the road, right? If you only practiced in your neighborhood, you could do it, you could drive, but you're not going to be really good at it. You need to get out there on the highway and do a little bit of driving, and that's what practice parties are. The other thing that's great about them is that we find that the first times out social dancing can be a little bit awkward. Sometimes couples can argue a little bit about exactly how a step went and who remembers it correctly. Sometimes some of our single folks will go out there and start to feel a little bit shy. Some practice parties are a great way to get comfy enough to get that engine rolling and be comfy enough to go out there and do it in the real world. So again, you've got the teachers there to answer your questions. You've got other students there supporting you because all of us have the same goal to become the dancers that we want to become. So this is ensuring that, again, our students are able to practice while making good habits so that that repetition is creating the kind of muscle memory that we want. Because our goal at Arthur Murray is to turn out the best dancers possible and make sure that it's quick and easy and fun along the way. And I should mention, they are fun. It's a great opportunity to learn, to meet other dancing folks out there, to have a good time and kick back and relax and let your dancing do what you came in to learn to have it do, right? To have a great time out on that social dance floor. So let's take a closer look at practice parties. By using all three elements of our unit system, the private lessons, group classes, and practice parties, you are sure to become a fantastic dancer in a great quick amount of time. Now, above and beyond the unit system, there are lots of really fun special things that happen at Arthur Murray Dance Studios. Here's a quick video to show you some of the special features of the Arthur Murray Ballroom Dance Studio in Palm Harbor, Florida. It warms my heart to watch that video. So many great memories right there. I want to mention those are just some of the coaches that we have had come into the Arthur Murray Dance Studio in Palm Harbor, Florida. We've had them and so many more to come in and work with our staff and our students. It's always such a delight and such a pleasure to have those world-class coaches at our studio. The competitions, we have some local competitions. We've gone to some national competitions as well that are appropriate for newcomers all the way up to our very high-level competitors. And there are all sorts of other wonderful things that we take part in year after year, like the International Zouk Flash Mob and the National Dance Day celebrations. There's just so much out there to be a part of, and we'd love for you to be a part of our Arthur Murray family and celebrate all of these great things with us. If you are interested in becoming a student, your first lesson is complimentary. We have our contact information, if we could pull that up for them, James, right there, if you'd like to give us a call and set up a complimentary lesson. If you are a student and you're one of our viewers, thank you so much for being a part of all of the fun that we have on a daily basis over at the Arthur Murray Dance Studio in Palm Harbor. Again, as I watch these videos, my heart is just warmed by all of the great memories that we share together. That's all the time that we have for today, but I encourage you to please tune in next week. It's a very special episode. We are going to have, all the way from California, Chris Lynham is going to be joining us, and from Pennsylvania, Rosalinda Cardinale. I have challenged them to a game of fantasy dancing with the stars this year. We're going to have our live draft right here on the Ballroom Beat for you. You will not want to miss it. We'll see you next week on the Ballroom Beat.
two left feet. Get on the ballroom beat. They're dancing in the street. They're on the ballroom beat. We can tango, we can swing, we can do anything. Walk in through the door and waltz on the floor. You wanna feel the heat? Get on the ballroom beat. Cha-cha on the ballroom beat. Foxtrot on the ballroom beat. Salsa on the ballroom beat.